What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Bluff City. This is episode number 9. Today we're going to be working on this area south of downtown before you get to the industrial area. It's not really the nicest neighborhood. It's not really dense. There's a lot of empty lots and open spaces that was kind of a challenge to fill in. And I know it seems like we've been downtown for the entire series, and we probably have been. And we definitely got a few more episodes before I will consider downtown complete. Hopefully the next episode, I can move more into the Midtown area and get away from downtown for a couple of episodes. I feel like one of the challenges to this area was being able to build a realistic neighborhood that is not occupied by buildings on every corner and is able to achieve that sense of sparseness. I do feel like it's easier to build and have buildings occupy most of the space. And I guess I can say it's easier because I'm not doing it. But I think it's a little more challenging to have these empty space and empty lot. I'm using a lot of buildings by Exurbanite and Infinite's World, who are two of the newer asset creators on the Steam Workshop. And a lot of the buildings that they're doing really fit the area nicely. And in doing this area, I realized I probably need a few more low density commercial buildings. So that's something that I may want to look at later on, as far as coming up with more low density commercial buildings to serve as filler for this type of area. I know I definitely want to have more corner stores, nail shops, tire shops, barber shops, and those type of low density commercial buildings. If you have any suggestions, definitely feel free to leave me a comment below. This area really serves as a transition between downtown and some of the more lower income areas. I wanted to put a lot more detail into it than I did in this episode, but I definitely had to cut myself off because there are so many other things that I had to do and assets that I'm currently working on that I want to go ahead and get uploaded to the workshop. One of the buildings that I just uploaded to the workshop is a Dollar Tree. And one of the ideas that I had in order to show my appreciation for the support that I've gotten here on YouTube, as well as to continue to encourage more people to subscribe, is to release a different commercial building for every 100 subscribers that I get on YouTube. And right at the time that I'm recording this, I have about 700. When I get to 800, I'm going to release a Food Lion. And some of the buildings that I'm going to be releasing are reworks of previous assets. But you know what? That's okay because they probably really need to be updated anyway. In order to celebrate me reaching 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to finally be releasing a Sears to the workshop. If you're listening to this and you want to see a Sears on the workshop before they go out of business, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and encourage all your friends to do it as well. So I'm going to be releasing a different commercial building for every 100 subscribers I get up to 2,000. And of course, this is going to be in addition to assets that I plan on releasing anyway. On this corner, you see the Corrales Kitchen is kind of the corner building or restaurant in this area. And this area is off Main Street. And I wanted to kind of have a historic shopping district area. And you see me placing the signs on the building. This is also where the Impact Studios is going to be located. The building that I base Impact Studio on is a CrossFit training studio. So the original plan for it was to be the Impact Hit and Run CrossFit studio. But in finishing the building, the only thing about the building that gave any indication that this was a gym or a CrossFit studio was the sign that said it. I feel like in this game, you want the building to be able to visually tell the story. So in the end, I just felt like the sign was unnecessary and decided to leave the title and the purpose of the building open to the player's imagination. And if you don't know who Impact is, he's one of the more popular and better builders here on YouTube. Also in this episode, you'll see me placing the Rump Motel, which I think is a really excellent asset despite the name of it. I think it's a really great building, and I'm really happy at the way it turned out. The title of this episode is kind of a little bit misleading or clickbaitish because I actually don't spend a whole lot of time detailing the Rump Motel, and at the present time of recording this audio, I'm not 100% finished, so you don't actually get to see a whole lot of it again on camera. The less I say about the Rump Motel will probably be for the best, but depending on some of the comments that I get once I upload it to the workshop, and then I may have a little bit more to say at that point. But for now, I'm going to leave it up to y'all's judgment to form your own opinion on the building. It may or may not be on the workshop by the time that you watch this video, but if it is, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've been subscribed to me for a while, you know that doing the commentary is one of my least favorite parts. So I'm going to stop torturing myself right now, and y'all as well. And I'm going to let y'all enjoy the music during the rest of the time lapse, and I will check back in with y'all after that. What's up, y'all? I'm back. One of the things that y'all saw me do in the time lapse was use these poppable building foundations. And I wanted to create an asset that filled a lot of area and really represented an empty space. I initially tried to create this using a decal, and it just wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. So I chose to create an asset or a building that's really just the empty building foundation. And it looks like an abandoned building or destroyed building that's been cleared away. I'm not 100% happy with the way the textures are right now, but overall I really like the idea, and it's hopefully something that I'll be able to bring to the workshop. Y'all also might have seen me place some decals, and I created these decals specifically for this episode. I'm still in the testing process of those, but I wanted something that represented, more so of a destroyed building or an empty lot. Again, I wanted to be able to fill as much area as possible with as little effort as possible. And I was really inspired by Ronix's decals. And it's really kind of hard to match the quality of Ronix's decals. Ronix is definitely one of the top players in the game right now. It'll be kind of blasphemous for me to call him the king of the workshop, but he's definitely the MVP. That's going to wrap things up for today's episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hit the like button and definitely subscribe. And I will see all y'all in the next episode.